Hi there, Victoria and Claire here.
Hey.
And we're here to talk a little bit today about a topic that comes up a lot when we're chatting with studio owners and instructors. And it's specifically about um, people who haven't paid, people who might drop in without doing that lovely thing where they book and pay online. And all of a sudden you see that needs pass next to their name and kind of how to handle that because sometimes it feels a little awkward.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's really kind of sometimes surprisingly difficult to get your head into, hey, wow, this person wants to come and do my class versus, hey, wow, this person didn't follow my rules. And I think that's
Yeah.
just a really human reaction and we get it. But yeah, I think a little bit of pre thinking can really go a long way.
Yeah. And also, if you have more than one instructor, being able to talk about here's our process and here's what we do and think about it. What do we want to do? What are the steps we want to take? One thing that can be really helpful, it's kind of an opportunity to teach them what they should do next time. Be like,
Totally.
hey, like we love that you came. We're so happy to have you. I want to show you how you can handle it next time. So just in case, we know you're coming and it'll go a little smoother for you. And then honestly, the best thing I think is to have your studio QR code downloaded and available like at your front desk or in the front window or something. You can be like, hey, you can scan this, sign up for the studio, and then you can book and pay online so you don't have to deal with it when you're here. Like make it almost feel like you're saving them time by teaching them how to do like, oh, it'll be so much better next time.
Right. And you're also giving them that first experience of booking online. So if they've been resistant to that and not wanting to do
Mm-hmm.
it, you're not just saying, oh, never mind, I'll book you in, I'll take your payment now, like it's all good. You kind
Yeah.
of meet them halfway going, look, we're going to use the system, but we're going to use it here. I'm here to help, with then the expectation that as things move forward, they will then hopefully do it from home the next time. It can be really tempting, especially if you're a bit of a people pleaser, to say, look, don't worry about it. I'll just book you in or I'll just, take care of this. But I think for your own
Mm-hmm.
sanity and for your consistency across your instructors, and the way that you run your business is really important to kind of try to get everyone into the same stream of doing things.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, of course, it depends. Like, we have plenty of studios who specifically are like, we're fine with people coming in and bringing cash or
Hmm.
something along those lines, which is fine. You can set up your account that way. But it's also good to think about, like, you know, is this working for us? And, do you want to push people that way? The biggest thing is like, if someone is dropping into a class, they are expecting to pay for it.
Right.
Like, unless
Yeah.
you're doing like a first class free kind of deal, in which case you don't have to worry about this. They're expecting to pay. They're like,
Yeah.
you asking them for payment should not be a surprise.
No.
Um, they're expecting to pay. And probably my guess is either brought cash or are going to ask, how can I check out or how can I pay? Like, or you can walk them through it. But I would say don't feel nervous about asking because they're coming in with the expectation that they need to pay for class. That's
Yeah.
if it's a
And
surprise for them, like maybe this isn't for them.
totally. But I do think we need to remember that it wasn't so long ago that just rocking up to classes was the way to go. And it doesn't take much. If someone last did a fitness class or a yoga class 5, 10 years ago, like I
Mm-hmm.
still remember rocking up to yoga classes and, signing my name in a book and putting cash in the little, cute little basket. And that was very
Mm-hmm.
much the way to do it. And not everyone knows that a lot of studios, once we got through the pandemic, really moved to that book and pay ahead of time. So people
Mm-hmm.
have good intentions, and you'll really quickly figure out if they don't. They want to come to your class, I think, is really the bottom line of it. Like, can you make that happen? But also kind of funnel them into working with the online system that you've set up in the future. And
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
policies are really, really important too. We used to have, when my studio had a really limited capacity. So we did. Often I had a class that was fully booked and then we'd have someone show up. And our policy was that the book people did have priority because that was the system that we decided to go with. And it's not fair to make people squish in just because, someone showed up. So you might have to have some awkward conversations. But if you can stand on a
That's true.
policy and say, look, all of the people booked in they've come with an expectation that they're going to have a certain amount of space, and this is just what we do in these situations.
Yeah. Well, that's a lesson. I think if someone, experiences that, they probably won't forget to book the next time.
No, you would imagine not.
Be like, wow, that was really unfortunate that I showed up and I couldn't get to class. I'm going to book ahead.
Exactly. So it's that fine, and then they see the demand on your studio too, and that's great as well. They see that it's a popular class, they need to book ahead, and that just reinforces the fact that that's why you have a booking system, is so everyone gets a spot and everyone gets enough room to do their practice or their workout or whatever it is.
Exactly. Yeah. So basically, you want to let people know what the process is, what the rules are for your studio. If this like drop-ins happen, make sure instructors are prepared. Be prepared to ask for payment, or yeah, be prepared to say, "Hey, it's full. Like we'd love to have you. Here's how to book."
Yeah. And have those policies ahead of time so you can lean on them when you need to. You can definitely break the rules sometimes if you want to, but you can then lean on them when these situations come up.
Absolutely.